Ladies and gentlemen, our planet is in danger. We live on the same planet. I think you want to carry on living. So do I. That is exactly why I addressed to you and opened up information that for many years was able for my relatives only. The appeal from the Lord Maitreya that I've read you had given me to in 1996. I first saw such an attack on this information that is coming now from trolling, from people who have no idea about current events, about who I am and who the Lord Maitreya is. However, there is a huge accusation and sarcasm. I think the most important thing that people should be interested in is to understand the truth, but not to dispute and recriminate. We all know that the most important vital information is concealed. The Japanese government openly reports that any information about how it goes in their country is withheld from the people. Obviously, when there is a high probability of an accident on the shipboard, not to make the panic, the captain does not sign out and frighten the passengers because everyone dies in a panic. We know that the cave cities exist. There is a lot of information about them. Movers and shakers will hide there. Surely they are not interested in our understanding of all these things. Still, everything they have done, all ways of hiding the information, the obvious and are already used in relation to the Comet Elenin. That is passing over in silence, mockery, sarcasm, accusation, sharp criticism and cynicism. Finally, that's threatening and eliminating. Thus, Robert Harrington, the astronomer, was killed right after applying for using a telescope of the southern hemisphere. He announced that he knows where Nibiru is. He supposed that it's slower than an ecliptic of the southern hemisphere. So, such interest pursues here. It's because I have taken a huge risk, beyond doubt, at my own and my children's expense to reveal some facts of my private life, to make public the most important vital information. Mr. Trolleys, I think your mockeries and accusations is out of place. Do you have some fear of God? It's up to you to live on this planet or not. Unfortunately, all of us, neither you or your family nor I can get off at some stop. I'd like to give you a short review from the internet, as far as nobody provides information anymore. The information we obtained reports that dwarf is coming closer. It has great impact on all planets of inner solar system. It had already come through them. Now it's our turn. According to official information, the Comet Elenin was found on the 10th of December in 2010 in the shots made by Russian Automatic Observatory in New Mexico, USA. The next day, the data was confirmed by astronomers from internet users to this object. When it was presented as mass history and by Elenin too. The comet is absolutely safe for our planet. It's going to pass by at the distance of 34 kilometers from the Earth, a comet of Elenin. At the same time, the bloggers and journalists spread gossip about the giant spaceships hidden behind the comet, making reference to Argentina's Sergio Toscana. He maintains that he has just fixed some clusters in the comet's tail and no spaceships were mentioned at all. But if they started to associate the comet with Nibiru, they must have some reasons why. Spanish astronomers' observations from Nazareth Observatory on Canada Islands show very rapid changes in its orbit characteristics. Its diameter increased by 30% just for 2 days in April. In the picture of the comet made on the 3rd of January, the size of the comet together with its tail is 15 seconds of arc. But on the picture made on the 8th of April, the size of its cast tail is 10 times higher. But is it really so? It may be just a dwarfish planet. If it's so, then the dwarf must influence over the planetary motion in the solar system. Saturn, the end of 2008 and the beginning of 2009. Using a simulator of comet's motion path, we can see that approach by Elenin comet to Saturn falls at January 2009. This period is accompanied by strong storms on Saturn, but the mystery of giant disturbances is not solved yet. The hurricane set a record of storm duration. It has lasted for 7.5 months. That exceeds the previous record. During the same period, the internet was filled with messages about changes and even disappearances of Saturn rings. Officially, NASA reported that these changes are normal and happen one time in 15 years when Saturn turns to Earth with its verge. Jupiter, December 2009. The comet, the Sun and Jupiter are abreast. A belt of dark clouds disappears on the Jupiter, and the spot is so big that 3 Earths could fit in there. The belt disappeared in a few months, and no one can explain where to. Mars, June 2011. Strong dust storm. The comet, the Mercury and the Mars are abreast. Martian dust storms can cover almost all Mars' surface. In June-July of 2011, there was a dust storm like that in southern hemisphere of Mars. Now about strangeness of the moon. Pay your attention to strange behavior of the moon. People all over the world fix sudden changes of the moon. It's noticed that it bends over 90 degrees, and all the changes can be fixed without any special equipment by oneself. NASA knew about the existence of the object that figures like Elenin comet long before NASA discovered it. NASA published the Caliosphere overview made by infrared telescope WISE. The number of asteroids and comets that are in visual landscape is. Now compare the comets and the planet's location on the 10th of May 2010 in the pictures. Yet NASA presents information about their investigation efficiently, but doesn't tell everything. Meaningful dates of Elenin comet. 3rd of August. It has already crossed the orbit of Earth. The 18th of August, it has already crossed the orbit of Venus. The 10th of September, it's going to reach perihelion, the closest point increasing. The 25th of September, the Earth, the Sun and the Elenin comet will be abreast. And on the 16th of October, it will finally cross the orbit of the Earth. Why does nobody pay attention to links between the Maya calendar and approach of the Elenin comet? Ninth wave is the final cycle of prophetic calendar with extremely high frequency of dramatic events. Every wave is a level of consciousness that the human race passes on the way to truth. The final cycle of human consciousness development consists of 13 weeks, 18 days each. The cycles of Mayan calendar conform to the key locations of the comet. Development ends on the 28th of October 2012. There is one amazing date when Elenin comet, the Earth and the Sun will put in line for the last time. It's going to happen on the 21st of December 2012. It's not just an astronomical phenomenon, but it's the last stage of interaction with the hostile civilization. As evidence now, we have many religions and cults which worship reptilians, snakes and dragons. Furthermore, many rituals of human sacrificing are done by them. They are really near. Who Svetlana Pionova is, why can she make a worldwide statement? Who the Lord Maitreya is? Why should we pray to the Lord Maitreya, but not to Jesus Christ? These are the most often recurring questions. Let me answer shortly. I am Svetlana Mikhailovna Pionova, 1958 year birth, Russian. I'm a teacher, a psychologist, a musician and a lawyer. So, 4 higher educations give me the right to size up what's going on in the world. I've been studying civilization. I've been traveling on both hemispheres of the Earth for 10 years. I study particularly the manifestation of the highest dark and white mind on the planet. So, I've concluded that the Earth had a contact with the planet Nibiru, no doubt.
И я пришла к неопровержимому выводу, что Земля контактировала с планетой Нибиру,
I've seen Mayan pyramids with my own eyes. The cults paced through the whole human's history to the modern world. So, I really think that the fascism and many other political regimes, such as Pol Pot, Al-Manidi, have the same religious features. Cannibalism, mass sacrifices. Stalin and Hitler did the same. Therefore, it's very important what is going on now. I think the acts of terror are a preparation for the arrival of Nibiru already. As evidence, we can see many cults interested in sacrifices, bleeding human blood and salving human souls.
Я
I
считаю,
believe
что
that the
планета,
planet
которая
which is
летит,
coming is
это
the
и
planet of
есть
Anunnaki
планета
reptilians.